guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If we could get 400 likes on this video, that would be bloody amazing. Now, enjoy some highlights of the games we played this month. I've noticed a pattern on something, which I'm going to show you guys in a sec, but enjoy these highlights and I will join you guys in a minute for the Barnsley game. Tunga slips it through. Back across, Aziz turns, Aziz scores. Wimbledon 1, Colchester 0. It's been coming, but we're down to 10 men. How are we doing this? Wimbledon 1, Colchester 0. There we go, Wimbledon 1, Colchester 0. Hopefully that's some good form back now, but how on earth did we manage to win that? Bartram whips one in. Kinsella puts it over the line, and once again, in the late stages, Wimbledon 1, Fleetwood Town 0. Lewis Kinsella with his first goal of the season. What a goal that is, and what a time. Well, there we go, Wimbledon 1, Fleetwood 0. It's anything but emphatic, but we're scraping the wins at them. Gallagher. Good run being made by Anderson. He's through, and he's scored. It is Peterborough 1, Wimbledon 0. The first chance of the game goes to Peterborough, and they've taken it. Big goal. Pulls it across, Gallagher's in there, and oh my days, Peterborough have a second goal. This is going to be a tough game, and it's proving it. Jesus. Into the channel, can he pull it back? He's got support if he can find it. Pulls it all the way across, and Riggs at the back post, and Riggs scored. Peterborough 2, Wimbledon 1, Rattray assist, Sean Riggs goal. We're back in the game. Baldwin's header, and it's in, and it's another goal from a corner, and Peterborough, after all those good chances Sean Riggs has had, it's Peterborough 3, Wimbledon 1, unfortunately. There we go, Peterborough 3, Wimbledon 1, a fairly even game on the night, but I think that their finishing just showed out. We had to play a very, very kind of changed, weakened team due to fatigue, injuries, and suspension, unfortunately. Over the top for Taylor. Oh my god, what in the name of... This is what I mean about goalkeepers. What on earth was that? Wimbledon 1, Doncaster 0. I don't know what their goalkeeper's playing out there, but it's 1-0 to us. Wimbledon 1, Doncaster 0, thanks to that ridiculous goal. We're winning games, which is great, but these ones on another day could easily have been a defeat. Right guys, we're back. So, I was going to do a question today as well. Today's question is a nice simple one, which we can talk about while I show you some stuff. As you can see, we're still sitting second, just in behind promoted Luton. So the two of the promoted sides are in the top two. Ridiculous. Today's question, what are your hobbies outside FM? I also want to know what your guys' hobbies are outside of FM, because obviously, you know, FM's fun and all that, but I'm sure we do other things as well. So yeah, this just sounds stupid, but I'm learning Swedish. That is a hobby of mine, I suppose, because it takes quite a bit of time, but that's something I was doing a couple of years ago, and I've recently got back into doing it because I just really wanted to learn another language. I'd always really liked Sweden, so I thought, fuck it, I'll learn Swedish. I'm also a bit of a TV buff, but more like to do with American TV, so if it's on American TV, you know, I'd probably watch it. I know that's not really hobbies, but you know what I mean. I do play football sometimes, but it's not as much as I used to now, because like as you get older, your friends kind of sparse out a little bit, so you don't see them quite as much as you would usually. So guys, yeah, let me know what kind of hobbies you have outside of playing FM, which I suppose is a hobby in its own right, I suppose. If you do have any ideas for a question of the day, of course, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOTD. So, yeah, we're sitting ourselves in second. We're 6 points above, though. That's the thing. Even with the sort of poor run we had, everyone else seemed to hit that same poor run at the same time. Barnsley have slipped they're falling like a rock at the moment. I do not know what happened to them. They won their first 8 matches in the league or something. Outright, or was it 7? I think it was 7, because I think they drew against us. But it's crazy. Bradford City as well. That cup final against them is going to be a cracker because they're in great form at the moment, pulling themselves right up the league. But what I've noticed is that, as you can see here, let me just show you. Home games, we're getting a lot of 1-0s. I noticed this. Look, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. The last time we conceded a goal at home in the league was in bloody October. That's ridiculous. I didn't really notice that pattern because I was just seeing some red in there, but we actually won all 3 home games this month 1-0, and with late goals as well, apart from the Doncaster game, and the goal in that game was just ridiculous. And that's what I mean about goalkeepers. We were actually playing our 3rd choice goalkeeper in that game because we've got so many injuries at the moment, as you can see with all this stuff down here. But yeah, so another thing I've noticed as well, that it's our home form. That is the reason that we're doing so well. It has to be. Look, our home record, 42 points from 16 matches. Is incredible. 7 points more than Luton. But look at our away record. We're down in, well, I don't know because it doesn't actually tell us, but we've only gained 15 points from 14 away games with just the 4 wins. So that's an area that we need to strengthen, particularly with the defeats at Birmingham and Swindon. But I found this last year. I think it's a home record. This tactic just seems to work so well, and I've yet to really figure out why, but the point is it does, and I'm very grateful for that. So, quick gander at the squad while we're here. Top goal scorer, of course, is Loveridge with 21, Taylor with 16, and Sean Rigg has himself 5, which is always nice. Jake Reeves has got a couple as well, as do the others. So, assist-wise, Jake Reeves is still top of that chart, of course. Player of the match awards, Frankham, he will be back soon. Can't wait to get him back. Key passes, 103 now for Loveridge, because Reeves has taken a few games out due to little niggly injuries, plus I'm having to play Tony Harris a lot more. So, best player over those few games is actually Lewis Kinsella. Scored the goal to win the game against Colchester, I think. Sorry, we won a lot of 1-0s this month. I believe it was the Colchester game. that he scored the goal in. That could be wrong though. And he's also provided some assists as well as in the last episode in the live com. He got 2 assists in that game, so very, very good from him. Now we do need to talk about Tony Harris, but I'll do that in a second. So, they're going narrow. They're going narrow. Now I'm told from their scout report that their weakest format, they were weakest against 4-4-2s. So I wonder if our no, we're not playing George Frankham. Oh my god, we've got so many injuries. Folkingham, maybe? May have to be Folkingham. So, Harris, Shenton, Bartram in the middle, Loveridge and Taylor up top, Kinsella, Teixeira, O'Reilly and Fuller. McDonnell is back now, thank God, because we were actually having to play Jack Wingate in goal for a little while. No, he's not fit, sorry. Wingate's going to have to come in. And unfortunately, I don't know if we've even got a... We'd have to look into the youth team to find another one. So you can see what I mean about how we're down to bare bones. Rattray actually got onto the bench a couple of times and played because of the sheer lack of players that we've got at the moment. So Harris has been getting some game time. The only problem is, when the transfer window expired, I got a news article. And now bear in mind, Harris has played... He started 12 times and he started each of our last sort of 10 matches practically. I think, no, 9 matches in a row he's now started for us. So going back through most of January, I just started playing him. Now... I'd obviously promised to loan him out before and whatever, but I figured, playing them in the first team would sort of supersede the fact that they wanted to go out on loan. But come the end of the month, I got a notification, Harris now wants to leave because you didn't loan him out. I'm like, he's playing first team football. Why would he be annoyed at that? That's ridiculous. And the other thing that's really pissed me off about that really is, unfortunately, player interactions are always a little bit messy, and that's one of those things that happens. But where is it? I've made a note of it. Yeah, right, so... I've been sort of having conversations with Harris and I've praised him on his form, and he had a really good game in one of the games this month. I can't remember which one, but he played like an 8.2 or something like that. It was decent, or it was definitely very, very good for key passes. So I literally went in and said, right, your last game was great, your key passes were great. And he literally said to me, what was it? I'd play a lot better if you'd let me get on with it. And then his morale went back down to abysmal. What can I do, really? I've told him that he's going to get first team football, and he's getting it. And now he's complaining that he's not gone out on loan. And then I... praise him for when he's actually played well, and he's complaining that I've praised him. It seems like we could be onto a losing battle. And the thing is now, we cannot sell him, because we'll either lose him on a free in the summer, or we'll somehow get him to sign a new contract. But it just doesn't seem possible, because he's got so many negatives. He wants me to strengthen the squad despite the fact that we're second in this division, despite being predicted to come 23rd. Loveridge is into space here. Loveridge is through. Loveridge has missed, interestingly. Good opportunity there for James Loveridge. So yeah, Tony Harris is a bit of a problem child, to be honest, and maybe I would say we'd be better off without him, but look at him. I probably would have been better off just, what is going on with these Thorians? Again, we've had... Jackson's through for Barnsley, and what a save that is from Wingate, the third choice goalkeeper, but I don't get why there was nobody back. That's really weird. It doesn't seem to happen, like, just at random sometimes. We'll have a throw-in and everyone will be in their half. Really strange. Anyway, this has been quite an even game so far. I didn't expect to come here and actually have a good old and just destroy them, because it is Barnsley. They're a good side. They're on a poor run lately, but I still feel that there's something we can take from this. Right, we're going to take them to keep on trucking. Unfortunately, fitness levels have kind of fallen a little bit as of late. Now, interestingly, Harris has gone back to poor morale. I got him up to fairly happy at one point. The days. I mean, actually, look at him. So these are the problems we've got. So he's pleased to... Says, where is it? Needs to leave for first team football. He's playing. I'm hoping that will go away. Feels the time is running out to strengthen the squad. I've changed the coaching around, so hopefully that one works more. I'm pressured by interest in him. I can't affect that, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to make this happen, and it's very, very difficult at the moment. And I'm not entirely sure whether we're going to be able to keep him, and that would be really sucky if we were to lose him, particularly as I could have sold him and got some money for him at a later date. But I took the risk, and that's on me. Barnsley have had a lot of key passes. Actually, we've had about the same amount, to be fair. Let's just have a look. Is there anywhere really obvious that they're going? 6, 15, 8, 15. Nobody's really overdoing it with the old key passes, but we'll just take a little look at some passes. Nobody's made a lot of them, to be honest. Watkins has received the ball and dropped it off quite a bit, so maybe if we mark out Marley Watkins a little bit more. Who is he? Right, he's their top man, actually, so we'll type mark him, we'll close him down a bit more. We won't tackle him too hard, because otherwise he will end up conceding a penalty. So that's what we're going to do for now. But yeah, we're certainly not looking as emphatic as we have been in the early stages of the season. We really did get off to an absolute flyer, but I think over time the injuries have really started to catch up with us. But despite that, we've managed to maintain our league position. I can only think that that's because, yet again, just like last year, it's been such an inconsistent league. Taylor coming across, Taylor with a strike, and Taylor's bloody scored. Lyle Taylor, Barnsley 0, Wimbledon 1, and that would keep us back up into that fight with Luton, because it does look at the moment as if us and Luton are both going to the Championship. Back-to-back promotions for both us and Luton would be outrageous, because at the moment we're 6 points clear of Walsall now, And it's just mental. I just don't know where to begin with to explain this. I've never had back-to-back promotions, I don't think, ever, since I've been playing FM. Taylor with the strike, and I've got to put it down to the tactic. It has to be, because I don't think our players are even that good. I reckon that we've probably got a squad with the loanees that's probably this sort of level. I think we're better than some of the teams in this division, particularly teams like Dagenham, but I think we're also a lot worse than teams like Bolton and Birmingham. And Willock's in there for Barnsley, and he's equalised. The low cross has caught us out, and Chris Willock has equalised, which is disappointing, because we're losing ground on not Bournemouth. I wish. We're losing ground on Luton now, who James Bree is just one of the best players in this division, and we just couldn't shut him down. We managed to shut him down a little bit in the first game against Barnsley this year, but he still managed to provide the assist for their goal, and it's been the same tonight. We've got a lot of players on yellow cards here. Most of our backline. Teixeira's just knackered. He's got such poor fitness, and I think I'm actually going to get both of those two off because I just can't afford to lose them right now. Folkingham, if we lose him, we lose him. We've got players coming back from injury. He's like our third or fourth choice winger now. Loveridge has played in there a few times, and maybe it would have been better putting Loveridge in on the right and bringing someone else in up top. Maybe even someone like Alistair Rattray, who is good. He's looking good. Admittedly, my coaches keep going, oh, he's now got the potential to be a Vanarama Premier or Vanarama National League striker. I think he could probably do a bit better than that, given that he's playing in this team and has 5-star potential. So that's a bit strange as well. But there you go. 20 minutes to go. It's 1-1. Oh, don't throw this away, guys. We've got the lead against them. We're usually the team that turns things around on them, not the other way around. Also, I fear that if we were to lose against Barnsley here, it would send us on another absolute downward spiral. Taylor's got a bit of pace, and Nia Tanga's done well. Oh my God. Benny Hillman defending there. But yeah, so if we were to lose against Barnsley, I'd be a bit worried, because one, it would affect our form, as you kind of see, particularly when you lose these games, although the home form's been okay, but it would also possibly encourage Barnsley to become that absolute behemoth that they were earlier in the season, and we can't really afford to have them like bowing down on us, closing us down like raptors in the league, which is a bit poor. Willock, Winnall. The problem is we're marking one guy, and oh, please get out to Bree. Oh, and the goalkeeper's not come. Goalkeeper. Barnsley 2, Wimbledon 1. We finally... I can't remember the last time we actually lost a live comp, to be honest. And this was the worst time to do it, because we were really starting to stay in touch with Luton, and that gives us a 4-point deficit on them now, and could potentially pull us back into the clutches of teams like Walsall and Barnsley. They've been the better side, to be honest. They have had a lot of long shots, but unfortunately, I think it was it Bree again with the assist? The man is an absolute monster. We probably should have closed him down a bit more. I don't know what's going on here. Is it because they made a change? Ryan O'Reilly's been booked. Oh, was it because he thought it was offside? Ryan, calm down. Wash your mouth outside. Was it Bree that put it through? Bloody was, wasn't it? And, oh, bloody hell. That did look a little bit borderline. But yet again, the goalkeeper, who is a sweeper keeper, does not come out and close that down at all, and Sordell's put it into an empty net, practically. Bree with both assists tonight. He has torn us apart, and he's very difficult to play against. But notice that Tony Harris is even winning headers now. He's had he's had a decent game still, despite all of this. How has Harris done today? Harris, overall, 6.7. Not the worst today. Bartram, though, with an 8.4 in a losing match. Not bad from him, not bad. But look at the amount of yellow cards. We're going to get a fine for that. That's like 7. Jesus, how many fouls did we commit in this match? That's the wrong one. Fouls. 10. 10 fouls and we got yellow... That's ridiculous. We got 7 yellow cards from 10 fouls. We've had like games where we've only got like 1 yellow card from like 26, 27 fouls. I think the ref was on Barnsley's side, just saying. Offside looked a bit shady as well, but there we go. We've finally lost a live com, and that's our 8th defeat of the season, but the point is we're still up there, and we've only got, 15 games to go. I reckon that we could probably have a good old crack at getting automatic promotion. I'm just going to accept it at this point. But with the form that we're in at the moment, maybe not, because if we actually look at it, those away games, we do need to start picking up some wins on the road. Admittedly, Peterborough and Barnsley are not easy away games to go to, so hopefully our next... Where's our next away game? It's against Bury, who we need to win that game, basically. Winning that will give me a lot more confidence, but we've got, Coventry, Rochdale, Bradford at home. I'm thinking for the next episode we should do... Who should we do? Preston at home could be a tough one. Well, actually, that's quite a lot of games, isn't it? No, that's 6. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do Preston at home. When is that? That is on... Oh, actually, no. Sorry. I want to do... Because we want to do that game. So we'll probably do the Vale game. And then... Yeah, we'll do Port Vale at home. Or Scunthorpe. I don't know. I'll decide. Probably Port Vale, and then we'll do the Johnston's Paint Trophy final in the episode after that. So, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, I know we lost, and I know things are looking a little bit shaky at the moment regarding form, but we're still picking up wins at home, which is good. We need to sort of solidify ourselves away from home, and who knows, maybe we can have a crack at getting back-to-back promotions. That would be outrageous, and I wouldn't expect to do it anymore, but hey, who knows if we can strengthen. I just choked on my own well, self. Anyway, if you like this episode, please do drop a like on the video. That would be bloody amazing. And if you have liked it even more than that, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for a home game, probably against Port Vale, where hopefully we can get a few more wins under our belt and start winning some away games again. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.